This week on The Rock, we follow our cross-country team on their journey to state. We take a look at what mental health resources are available at our school. And finally, we introduce you to our new school sport.
13 strong, we are the Rock. We'll make the show until we drop. We'll bring you music, we won't tell you lies. Please watch The Rock or we will cry. It's made for students just like you. You're gonna wanna see what we do this week on The Rock. 3, 2, 1, we're live.
Welcome back to The Rock HS. I'm Owen Hoffheimer.
And I'm Grace Johnston, and we have a great show lined up for you today.
We're going to get off to a running start with our first segment where Grace Johnson follows our cross-country team on their journey to state.
This year, both our girls and boys cross-country teams made it to state. For our boys, this is the highest they've ever placed in program history. Meanwhile, our girls have placed second in state 3 years in a row. We had 3 runners make podium and saw many other amazing races.
Going into the season, I was really excited. I knew that this was a really special group of guys. We're all really close. I had no idea how far we'd get. I know we kind of had a chance at making it to state. I was not expecting anything. I was trying not to expect anything.
Since I've been to state for track, I kind of expected that I would be able to do that in cross country. I feel like since I've been doing running sports, I've just been enjoying things more. It's the track and cross country are just so fun. I've just been having a lot of fun.
My strategy for races usually is during the first mile, I try to not go out too hard so I'm not super tired. And then during the second mile is when it's the hardest, and that's when it's the mental game. And then the third mile is when you have to start picking people off and thinking as a hunter and getting some kills.
I think, running is one of those things where it's a build-up. It doesn't happen all in one night. So when you go and do something like state, when you go and, if you go and win state or something like that, it's a build-up, and it's not all about that one moment, it's about how you got there. And I think that getting there and just the process of that is almost just as enjoyable as when you get there, because once you get to the top, you realize that, that all that work was meant to be.
Congratulations to our cross-country team. Nice job representing our school.
It's almost winter and sometimes mental health can be an issue, big or small.
Luckily, we have an abundance of mental health resources available at our school.
Brayden McEnroe and I bring you this segment to help you learn what mental health services are offered at our school.
I was very happy to see.
At school, students can sign up to talk with their school counselor, and we can provide some mental health support in a short-term way. If there's anything more long-term or ongoing, or students need more in-depth support with mental health, then we can help a student find a therapist outside of school. But starting with your school counselor at school is a great place to start with mental health. For immediate mental health support, if you are at school and you need immediate mental health support, you can stop by the counseling center and say, hey, I need to talk to someone, and we will always make sure that you talk to someone right away. If you are outside of school and it's late at night or you just don't know what to do, there's a new number that students can call, anyone can call, 988. So just like we know that if you break your leg or you have an accident, that for physical things you can call 911 and get help. Now there's a new number for mental health support, and you just call 988. And anytime, day or night, you can talk to a trained counselor on the other end of the phone and get immediate mental health support. We all have physical health and we all have mental health. And so really thinking about how to keep both physical health and mental health healthy and doing things to take care of ourselves on both levels help us feel good then in all areas of our life, and really just help us thrive in school, in our personal lives, with friends, peers, with our goals, going forward after high school, all those sorts of things. Keeping mental health and physical health in mind and taking care of all those aspects are going to help us in all areas of our life.
Well, it sure is nice to hear that I can get help anytime I have a mental health problem.
Yes, it is. And you know what else is nice? That AHS now offers girls wrestling.
For our last segment, Dallas Moore and Mia Mortimer tell us about our new school sport.
This week on The Rock, we follow.
I was very happy to see that other girls were joining the wrestling team. I'm really excited because the boys and the girls teams have very different vibes. As I was on the only boys team a couple of years ago, and it was, let's just say, not the greatest experience. So I'm really excited that there's a girls team and I will have the opportunity to go to girls tournaments.
There are a lot of really tough girls out there. There are a lot of really tough boys out there. And, a 14-year-old girl coming into high school that's never wrestled before, having to wrestle, an 18-year-old boy that's a senior in high school that's been wrestling his whole life it's tough. It's really tough, and wrestling's a tough sport in general. Now that the rosters are separated and the boys will be wrestling with boys and girls will be wrestling with girls, there's a lot more opportunity out there for the girls. When it comes to practices and when it comes to having a mat room with more girls, you have more room to practice with other people. I imagine that when the girls were wrestling with the boys, they were probably wrestling with each other the whole all season. I think all of the girls that wrestled last year were all pretty close to each other. We're all within each other's weight classes. So I think having more girls and having the opportunity to wrestle with other girls rather than the same girl every day, they have more room to learn new things and work with other people who might know other things or be better at certain things.
The boys got a lot more attention, and I had one match the entire year, so I'm really excited about the fact that there is more opportunities for us to get out there and have our own things. I'm hoping that we will be able to handle ourselves more as a team rather than being a combined team with Coach Lonsdalen's team as well, but time will tell.
So the interest meeting is at 6 o'clock on November 9th. I'm just basically going to be going over the schedule, tournaments. Hopefully we can get the schedule locked down for tournaments today. But then our practice schedule, transportation, fundraising, and then just some things that answer any questions that parents have, and then any questions that new wrestlers want to have, if any girls want to come out, or if anybody has any friends that want to come out, just keep encouraging your friends. We have about 10 girls on the team, or 13 girls signed up right now, so hopefully we can get that number a little bit higher before Monday.
It's great that our school is offering new sports.
Before we go, it's time for our purple head.
A window of time, stop by and you'll be fine. The magic word is wig, and do a little jig.
Well, that's it for our show today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let us know at therock@asd103.org. I'm Grace.
And I'm Owen.
And from our rock to yours, have a great day, AHS.